Say something very nice, very quickly.
Those scrambled eggs we had this morning were really delicious.
But to regretfully suspend the wedding for the moment. Mr. Horton, would you please play us out?
You'll get over this, Jerry. Time is a great healer.
Why don't you stuff a sea trout in your gob and drown yourself in wine jelly?
Simon, that was almost clever.
I know. I have the occasional flash.
How is your sex life?
Some women are choosy, Ted. They wait for Mr. Right to come along.
I'm divorced, as you probably
Jump straight in there.
And because of the unhappiness of my first marriage.
Oh, terrific. I'm having a wonderful day.
Shut up, Ted.
Yes, shut up, Ted.
And I'm so sorry.
Are you ready, Liz? I'm expecting it with Liz. Hello there and welcome to the video. My name's SerenitySoloREACTS and here we are with a bit of a do. Now this is series 2 now. Ted has met a woman maybe 20 years younger than himself. Rita's met a man 10 years younger than himself. And is Neville and what's her name going to stay married together? I am so sorry I forgot her name, I don't like her. She killed Lawrence, in my opinion. Which I don't like. He took his life off screen and he was one of the main characters. It would have been better if he was in half the episode, then they got the news later on. But I also think this would have been better if it was like these were specials to a normal series that was going on. I would have loved that. I would have loved to see the gaps in between. Because too many people are dying off screen except the dad. But yes, I am enjoying it. That's why I decided to keep it coming for the entire 2 series instead of just stopping it after the first. Not getting the shocks of the first 2 episodes, but still, it's still good. But if you have subscribed and followed to me so far, whether on Dailymotion or YouTube, thank you ever so much. It's really helping me out, it honestly is. It's helping my channel out, me out, my mental health out. Thank you ever so much, I love you lots. And to my Patreon members, you'll get exclusive shows, which will be on the screen right now, because it takes me forever to remember what they are. It's 8 per month right now, and that will be going up to 12 per month at some point this year. And I'm also thinking of doing a long running day as well, like the Fridays are on YouTube. And also ad-free and uncensored early access to all my shows as well, so no censoring there. There'll be no bleeps, no blurs, nothing like that. And unless it's a XXX scene that comes on, nothing will be cut. Because it is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots no matter what tier you are. So with that, let's get on with the episode.
Oh, Angela, that sounds fun. Unfortunately, we can't. I've got a bit of a do-on. A wedding. Well, no. I mean, you know how shy I am. But Neville just loves dressing up.
Which one's getting married then? Sonny, I do have to cut that out for YouTube members, the intro that is. Can't help it.
Hello, Jerry. You look
Got claimed.
Thank you.
doesn't he, Neville? Neville?
What?
I was
Fern
saying,
and Rita's
Jerry
getting
was
married?
wonderful.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Isn't Rita lucky?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Lucky old Rita.
I mean, isn't he a simply gorgeous man?
Yes, he is.
She's going to run off with him by the end of this
I mean, gorgeous isn't a
episode.
word. You're looking very handsome.
Said that in the last one.
Well, so both of you. I mean, you're handsome and Liz is gorgeous.
Thank you.
Very much.
Liz, I don't query the basic truth of what was said, but wasn't that rather too much of a mutual admiration society?
Oh, Neville, I was trying to make you jealous.
What?
I'm praising Jerry.
Well, why should I be jealous?
I wanted you to think I find him attractive.
Well, maybe you do. He is attractive, I imagine. To a woman, which you are.
I am trying to get you to show me how fiercely possessive you can be when aroused.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
Less we see of that, the better.
I'm sorry.
No, it's why I love you, I suppose.
Because I'm hopeless. I see.
No, you don't. You don't see anything.
I see Jenny.
Hello, darling.
Hello, Mum. Hello, Neville.
Where's Paul?
He wouldn't come. He says he'd find it impossible to dredge up a smile.
Oh, dear.
his
Honesty
mum's
can be
wedding.
so socially inconvenient.
I think Paul's trying to be ultra honest with me in order to
Sorry,
try to
you're
make me
too
forget
high.
the time he was dishonest with me over Carol Fording Bridge.
Oh, how sophisticated his feelings are. No wonder he's doing so well at his road sweeping.
Oh, Mum.
At least he's got a job.
What you made me do.
Oh, Lord, I didn't. Oh, why do I always?
Oh, darling, say something very nice, very quickly.
Those scrambled eggs we had this morning were really delicious.
Oh, Neville, you're hopeless.
Jenny, you all right?
Yes, fine. Great. Terrific.
Is Paul all right?
No, he's got a touch of,
Flu?
a slight... Oh, I can't lie. Paul and I promised no more lies. He's refused to come.
I see. But you have.
Oh, yes. I think one has to accept what happens in life and try to make the best of it.
Terrific.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Your dad died because your mum
I shouldn't
loved.
have said that, not today.
Can't make the best of that.
Ah, well, Elvis has come anyway. In a suit. How carefully calculated his little acts of rebellion are.
What?
You see, you laugh at us.
Hello, Elvis. Hello, Carol.
I couldn't bring myself to wear morning dress, I'm afraid.
Why should you? What do appearances matter? Good for you, say I.
Ted!
Dad?
As far as he turned up.
Hello. I just happened to be passing. You
In
know,
a
and
suit
I saw
with a flower.
Jerry standing there in morning dress, and I thought, oh, God, it must be Rita's wedding. So I thought I'd just pop over and say hello. Hello, Jenny. Hello. Hello, Carol. Alice. Yes, I thought I'd pop over and see the woman I was married to for 25 years, launched on her new idyll of bliss, as it were.
You just happened to be passing in full morning dress.
Oh, yes. I was on my way to another wedding, fully enough. You know, a coincidence. Aye, yeah. It's the wedding of, no, it's the wedding,
Is he still working there?
what was I, Acker's like?
At the restaurant?
I mean, why pretend? I come to bury the hatchet. You know, give Rita my blessings. She still means a lot to me on what is, after all, the second most happiest day of her life. I know it's unconventional behaviour, but then Ted Simcock has never given a fig for convention. No, I won't be coming to the reception, obviously.
Obviously.
Quite. That's by invitation only,
Quite.
obviously. But the church is public. If I read our unwritten constitution correctly, so I thought I'd come to the church. Morning dress. As befits.
I thought you didn't give a fig for convention, Dad.
You have to know which figs you give for which conventions.
Is she going to invite
That is
him out of
maturity of
niceties?
judgment in my book.
Hello. Ted? Good Lord, you here? Hello, little sister. Where's Paul? What have I said?
Oh, come on, Simon, let's get inside.
We all better add. It's nearly 5 to.
You're looking very spacious today, Simon.
Oh, belt up.
I hope my presence here isn't unwelcome, Jerry.
Will be.
Do you really want Rita to be happy with me?
Well, yes, of course I do. No, I mean, I do.
Who's
Sort of
giving her?
man do you take me for?
Is
In that
Elvis
case,
giving her
you're very
away?
welcome indeed, Ted.
Oh, thank you, Jerry.
Is there...
Anyone in my life? Oh, yes. Very pleased to say there is. Glad to see my recent armour still flourishes. Oh, yes. I'm a very lucky man.
Where are those two? Stephanie Beecham and the other one. No, Stephanie Cole. Stephanie Beecham. And Lee Casting.
She's late.
Because I just reacted to someone with Stephanie
She's
Beecham. A
exercising
show
in the
with Stephanie Beecham.
Make it sound like a breeder dog.
Is that? I'm not sure if that's Caroline out of Upper Hand. Can we have a closer look, please?
Supposing she doesn't turn up?
Carol, she couldn't. She wouldn't. That'd be awful.
Awful. rather wonderful, though, wouldn't it?
No. Well, for Ted it would.
If she doesn't come soon, I'll have to truncate the ceremony.
Oh, come on, it's only just turned 12.
I don't want a truncated ceremony. I haven't paid a truncated license fee. I have another wedding later. The groom's a counsellor, and I do not intend to have to delay an important wedding on my very first week here. She's not coming.
She is.
She's jolted in.
No, she hasn't.
Maybe she's had an accident. No, I know it. I feel it. I don't know whether to feel glad or sad. I never do these days. Except about us.
Oh, what a lovely man. If we weren't in church, I'd kiss you.
You're allowed, you married.
Maybe Jerry isn't getting married after all. I mean, maybe you'll still have cause to feel jealous.
Liz, I respect you far too much to feel that I need ever feel jealous.
Oh, Neville.
She didn't want that. She's not turning up now then, it's past.
5 more minutes. Your precious counsel will have to wait, Vicar. I think you should know that I just happen to be the prospective Social Liberal Democratic parliamentary candidate for Hindhead. He's a serving councillor, not prospective. And he's on the Fabric Restoration Appeal Committee. 5 minutes.
Can you speak up, please?
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. It looks as if there has been a hitch. I'm afraid I have no alternative for the moment, as we have further nuptials pending on a tight schedule at this ever-popular venue, but to regretfully suspend the wedding for the moment. Mr. Horton, would you please play us out?
I'm surprised she's jilted him.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. It seems that something has delayed Rita, or something. Until we find out what, and bearing in mind that many of you have traveled a long way, many from Hindhead and some from even further afield, and as the reception, it does seem criminal to waste all that lovely food. Now, we in the Social Liberal Democratic Party do believe that all waste of food is totally unjustified
Oh, come
in
on.
a world where so many haven't enough to eat. So whatever has happened, if indeed it has, I think the best course would be to proceed to the reception as if nothing had happened.
I hope she's okay.
I mean, as if nothing hadn't happened. Thank you.
I know what this show's like, killing people off screen.
You know Rita better than any man on earth, Ted. Why has she done this to me?
Well, well, you know, look on the bright side, Jerry. She might have had an accident. No, I don't mean not that. I mean a minor accident. I mean, I did hear a siren.
Oh, no, I've checked. There's been no accident. That was a policeman going home for his lunch.
Oh.
I shall write a strong letter of protest. She's jilted me, Ted.
Oh, dear. What can I say, Jerry? Except I'm very, very sorry.
No, you're not. You've still got hopes.
I'm shattered. I'm devastated. Well, goodbye, Jerry.
There's no need to go now. May as well come to the reception.
You are?
We're colleagues now. Members of the same exclusive club.
Hello, he's had his lunch. Exclusive club? What exclusive club?
A club of men whose lives have been made miserable by Rita Simcock.
Oh. Aye, yeah, I suppose we are. Yeah, but I mean, is it appropriate?
The limo could have broke down.
I, as her ex-husband, should be present. You know, at your... Yes, I will. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jerry.
If you are enjoying this, could you please also like, comment and subscribe to let me know that you've enjoyed it. I'd really appreciate it. Or a follow on Daily Motion. It'd really help me out. Sorry if I have to mute those bits for you.
Seems wrong to enjoy anything on such an awful occasion. But this sea trout in wine jelly is absolutely delicious.
I must go and say something to Jerry.
Why?
I'm not an unimaginative man, Liz. I can imagine how he must feel. Upset. I mean, I was thinking how I'd have felt if Jane hadn't turned up at our wedding.
You're married to her now.
Not me.
What?
Well, you married me as well, or had you forgotten?
No, of course not. How absurd.
It's just that it was Jane not turning up that you instinctively thought of, because she meant so much more to you than I do. Thank you, Noel.
No, Liz, of course not. I love you. I'm the father of your child.
Kind
Hello,
of.
Ted?
Oh, hello.
Well, no, not actually the father, no, but we won't go into that. No, I mentioned my marriage to Jane, I suppose, because I was married to her for so much longer than to you. So far. Anyway, Jerry's in need of support, and it's up to me to give it.
Why you?
Because I'm a man of the world. A man whose working life brings him into daily contact with sorrow and distress. I'm a man who knows what to say.
Well, what are you going to say?
I don't know. Oh, Lord.
Well, as long as they don't get back off together.
Paid for by him, I should imagine. And rather more generously than the one poor Lawrence laid on. Not a tuna fish vol au vent inside.
Oh, didn't it?
No, I think it's very sensible. I hated those tuna fish vol au vents.
No, I meant about me and you being here in this very room. You know, well, less than 2 years ago, in this very room, we went upstairs to the very room above this very room and made love.
I had remembered.
She's going to do the same thing with
How is
Jenny.
my baby?
Flourishing? I wish you wouldn't talk about him, Ted.
I care about him. Does he still take after me, does he?
No, he's losing the resemblance rapidly. Which I would say shows a remarkable degree of tact for a 10-month-old baby.
Slap her. It's Caroline.
Ted Simcock.
Of course you are.
Oh. What?
I've been hearing interesting things about you.
Oh. What?
You're opening a new restaurant in Arbitration Road.
Oh. Well, I mean, how did you know that?
I've made it my business to find out about you.
Opening a restaurant?
You interest me.
Good Lord. Good God.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Yes, I love that whole area of Surrey. Farnham, Guildford, Hogsback. Neville.
I'm not interrupting, am I?
I want Caroline to become a mainstay, please.
Excuse me.
Only I felt I had to come and talk to you. You see, Jerry, I've been there.
Been where? Guildford?
Guildford?
We were just talking about Guildford.
Oh, no. No, I mean, I have been to Guildford. No, nice place, especially the old part. No, I meant I, too. Jane and I went to the theatre there with friends. No, and a little Chinese restaurant. Nice, crunchy duck. It's funny how these things stick in you. No, I meant
Yeah,
I,
get on with it.
have known great sorrow. I, too, have visited the pit of despair. I know how you're feeling.
Ah.
Dreadful.
What?
You're feeling dreadful.
Fancy you sensing that. How shrewd.
I'd like to promise you, not as a cliché, because it can be a cliché, you'll get over this, Jerry. Time is a great healer.
Why don't you stuff a sea trout in your gob and drown yourself in wine jelly?
Oh, God, I hope she has jilted him. I can't stand him.
Sandra, what are you doing here?
They phoned just after you left. They'd been let down. I held out for double overtime. I thought you'd be chuffed.
Yes, I know. Very, very nice, very useful. We'll put it towards the new curtains. I mean, I'm dead chuffed, but...
I know, but I never dreamt you'd be here.
No, well, I'll have a sliver of the salmon, please, waitress. Well, I didn't know I'd be here either.
You're ashamed of me. You don't want anyone to see you talking to me. And it's sea trout, any road.
Look, that's rubbish, that is, Sandra. It's rubbish. It's just that I don't want anyone to see you talking to me.
You are?
Well, in case you get sacked, you know, lose the double overtime. I mean, say, I'll have some of the salad niçoise, as we call it in the catering industry. Thank you.
So, a
I don't know what that is.
sensational day.
Sensational.
And you pleased?
Yeah, I'll admit it. only because he's not right for her. Not because... Rita and I are over, Sandra.
I know.
Oh, honestly, love, we are. It's over, finito, it's you what?
I know. I've seen how you talked about tarty piece.
She is not a tarty piece. I've no idea who you're talking about, anyway.
So, you're smitten. You sod. Bean salad, sir?
Yes, please, madam. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not smitten, Sandra.
Yeah.
I am not. No.
My plate's going to be overflowing soon.
I like to get things right? And the lady to whom I assume you refer, to whom I was having a brief, sophisticated exchange of views on Beaujolais Nouveau, happens not to be a tarty piece, all right?
Beaujolais Nouveau?
Aye.
The only Nouveau you've ever drunk is Theakston's Nouveau. She's a tarty piece and you're besotted.
She is not. She's a classy, elegant, attractive woman, and I am not besotted.
Mayonnaise, sir.
Yes, thank you, Sandra.
Well, this is going well.
Sandra. Hungry. Oh, get stuffed.
Their friendship lasted a long time after the made-up.
Ah, the silly toes. Calmer waters.
What? Well, who'd thinkRita'd do a thing like this?
Will we ever understand the minds of people?
You were going to say the minds of women. Then thought I'd accuse you of being sexist.
What a thing for Rita to do, though.
Oh, yes. How to upstage everyone by not being present.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant.
So, what are you two planning now that your chickens will never come home to roost again?
Oh,
They're
yeah.
opening a health food complex.
Forgot about that.
Food vegetarian restaurant.
Liz.
Mr. and Mrs. Frozen Drumstick selling nut cutlets. Why is it that everybody always thinks that vegetarian food is nothing but funny old laughable nut cutlets?
My God, you're serious converts.
Liz.
Oh, Lord, I shouldn't laugh at anything today, should I? Sorry, Neville. Social lapse over.
Can I get you two a drink?
Oh, thank you. Grape juice, please.
Apple juice, please.
Really?
Hello. What an extraordinary, what can I say?
Turn of events.
What can one say? I'm...
This is an unprecedented moment in our island's history, Carol. An estate agent lost for words.
Oh, here we go. It's bash and estate agent time. It's mock and easy target time.
You could say the situation leaves considerable scope for improvement, which is estate agentese for a giant.
So there's no porn, no eating in this
except it
episode.
isn't.
What?
We never wanted your mum to marry him.
Well, no, but I didn't want her to do that to him.
I believe you're starting to like him now he isn't going to be your new father.
Hey, when are you two lovebirds going to name the date then?
Thank God I'm not cursed with good manners.
What?
Trying to change the subject so tactfully.
Except it wasn't tactful, was it?
What?
He won't name the date, Simon, until I've passed my philosophy finals.
What?
Oh,
Really?
bloody hell, stop saying what alternately, will you? I've yet to satisfy Elvis, Simon, that I'm a mentally worthy partner for his philosophical journey through life.
What?
Ooh.
Everyone's relationships are falling apart. Bloody hell.
Women.
I know. They have an uncomfortable habit of hitting on the truth, don't they?
Simon, that was almost clever.
I know. I have the occasional flash.
How is your sex life?
Non-existent. I've given it up. That married woman I showed round one of our properties was the last woman I will ever have in my life.
Doubt that.
Funny. I got the impression she was the first woman you'd ever had in your life.
She was the first woman and the last woman I will ever have in my life. I hate sex. It terrifies me. There. I've admitted it. I'm a happy man, Elvis.
Oh, hello, Jenny. What on earth are you wearing?
Thank you. It's made out of llama wool by very poor Peruvian Indians who need our support.
Several llamas died to make
Is
that
she pregnant
possible.
again?
You a vegetarian?
Nobody's ever suggested that having a
Just
social
thinking 'cause
conscience
that's
is
loose.
easy, Elvis.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jenny. You look lovely.
Is she?
Paul's a lucky man.
So are you.
You what?
Carol's lovely too.
Oh, Carol. Yeah, right. So you don't resent her for what she did with Paul, then?
Not anymore. It's all over, sorted out. Helped us to move on to a deeper and ever more satisfying plateau of shared feelings and emotions.
So you're happy, then?
She's still like that.
Happy? I thought you were a philosopher. Happiness is unattainable.
This We've got a proposition for you.
How would you like to work for me again?
For us?
Oh, yes, us. Absolutely, quite. What I meant.
Work for you? What as?
In our health food complex.
With whole food vegetarian restaurant.
Take it, it's a job.
Sorry, no, that sounds great. Sadly, it clashes with my career structure.
Career structure?
Yes, I've got a job with local radio.
Oh.
I'm moving into the media.
Betty.
Has Ted got another
Jerry?
job?
It's a lovely buffet, Jerry. Usually sit down these days, aren't they? But I like a buffet on an occasion such as this would have been.
Betty, it's a very nice do altogether, Jerry. A great, not success exactly.
No, because of the non...
Yeah, Betty.
It's quite all right. I do still remember that my fiancée hasn't turned up.
She's well out of it. There's a nasty streak there.
Oh, he's surprised. He's not
Rude.
exactly having a very nice day.
Rodney, who's that woman that Ted's talking to?
Betty, don't be so inquisitive.
Caroline
Right,
Wheatley.
social attitude, now you're joint managing director of them. Oh.
You're a fascinating man, Ted. You have a wonderful, earthy appeal.
Good Lord.
Are you surprised that I find you interesting?
No, not about that. Well, I mean, yes, I am a bit. I don't want you to think I'm big-headed or nothing like that. No, I was just surprised because they say that lightning never strikes twice in the same place twice.
What? What lightning?
Nothing. Incidentally, I don't think that I know your name.
Corinna.
Ah.
Price Rogerson.
Corinna Price Rogerson. Ah, right. Corinna, would you saute your onions first? Oh, I see. Very clever.
See, in fact, he's got money.
Oh, it's all right. No, it's just that I didn't want the waitress to overhear our...
Oh, you know her?
Oh, no. No, it's just that not in front of the servants.
Oh, my God. That's an old-fashioned attitude even in my family.
Tell me about your family.
They're all in East Africa. Daddy's a bishop.
Ah, I see. And are you, have you got, have you ever had a husband, as it were?
No, I've never married.
Good
Oh.
Lord.
Thank you. Some women are choosy, Ted. They wait for Mr. Right to come along.
I'm divorced, as you probably...
Jump straight in there.
Yeah, well, I was in business, you know. I had a little iron foundry, specialising in domestic artefacts.
Domestic artifacts?
Yeah, you know, boot scrapers, toasting forks, door knockers, wrought iron clocks. Anyway, I wound that all up and I moved laterally into catering. Corinna, you are very, very lovely.
This room is so public. Ted, I have an idea.
Upstairs.
Good God.
Sorry?
Lightning does strike twice in the same place twice.
What?
You got a room upstairs.
What? Room upstairs? What room upstairs?
No. I mean, when you said, there's room upstairs. There are rooms upstairs. Well, I imagine. I don't know. I've never been up there. There must be. Mustn't there? It'd be a funny hotel if they didn't have any rooms. And I thought I might like to book one. You know, a double cream and a little quiche. Oh, yes, that's the secret, eh?
No, you do know that, waitress. That's the secret.
No.
Ted, why don't you and I get together?
I think get together.
Financial consultant?
I might be able to help you.
She's not after him.
Dinner next Tuesday.
Oh, well,
Sir, madam, some canapes.
Yes, thank you, waitress. I will just try one of these Tuesdays. Excuse me.
Ted, the very man. We have an emerging new business and you have a great big hole.
Really?
In Live, where your foundry used to be.
No. Can we let bygones be bygones? Will it work for me? Us.
Well, I haven't got a great big hole. Mr. Albert is installing me as manager at his new sister restaurant to Chez Albert's called Chez Edouard's.
Oh, Ted.
What's this new business venture of yours, then?
We're opening a health food complex.
With whole food vegetarian restaurant.
Where's everyone finding this funny?
Yes, well, isn't it lucky that you have Chez Edouard and don't need to join our side-splitting, rib-tickling venture?
Here's somebody who won't find it funny any road. Hello, Jenny, love.
Hello.
Oh, it's great. I can kiss you without feeling hypocritical now that you've given up battery chicken farming.
Oh, the perfect cue.
Betty and I are opening a health food complex.
With whole food vegetarian restaurant.
What's so funny?
Oh, no, sorry. That's wonderful. It's marvellous. Terrific. Well done.
So, why the mirth?
Well, oh, not because of the business, but because it's you.
What a lot of laughing this gathering is
Me
causing.
cheaters?
It's nerves, Jerry. People are finding this difficult.
Me too, funnily enough.
Marriage isn't all it's cracked up to be, Jerry.
What?
I was married for many years, Jerry. My wife died. Did I move quietly into the peaceful backwaters of bachelordom? No. Dived headfirst back into the chill, choppy waters.
Is he going to push her into his arms?
Sorry, Jerry. Liz, don't be a fool. I was just trying to get him to look on the bright side.
How could you say such things?
Because I didn't mean them. I was only cheering him up.
You're in danger of cheering up the whole world except me, Neville.
News desk, please. Right. The old Abbey Church has seen some sensational scenes, but it's seen few scenes more sensational than the sensational scenes it's seen today. The glittering wedding of popular local personality Rita Simcock, ex-wife of ex-foundry owner Ted Simcock, to Gerald Lansdowne, a rising star in the social liberal democratic firmament,
Well, this
was called
sounds
off
clear.
today when the bride failed to turn up. But the reception in the Sir Leonard Hutton room of the famous old angel...
Oh.
Cancel all that. The bride has just swept in a sensational scene. Await further developments. This is This is Elvis Simcock, the Sir Leonard Hutton room, the Angel Hotel.
Really? Would that really be newsworthy at all? If you are enjoying this, could I please ask for a subscribe on YouTube or follow on Daily Motion? I'd really appreciate it. It will help me out.
Hello. Oh, Jerry, I think this is the worst day of my life.
Just
I
yours?
haven't enjoyed myself quite as much as I expected either. Can't quite work out why. Can't seem to put my finger on it.
Oh, Jerry.
Am I to have a more eloquent explanation of your incredible behavior, or am I to have to make do with "Oh, Jerry"?
Oh, Jerry. Thank
That's
you.
an answer.
How can I explain?
Try.
Well, suddenly I just couldn't. Suddenly I realised it was a case of out of the frying pan into the fire.
Oh, I'm a frying pan now. Terrific.
Better than the fire.
Yes, shut up, Ted.
Ted, what are you doing here?
Well, I wanted to see you happily launched on your new life.
Oh, Ted. Oh, Jerry. For the best part of my adult life, I felt like a doormat.
Terrific. Thank you very much, Rita.
Shut up, Ted.
Yes, shut up, Ted.
I see. I'm a frying pan. She's a doormat. One of the two boys. Garden gnome.
Shut up, Ted.
Yes, shut up, Ted.
Just a minute. Is everybody listening to us? For God's sake. Please, I'm trying to have a private conversation with my fiancé. With my ex. With Jerry.
How were your roses last year, Rodney?
Covered in green fly.
Really? Ours weren't. Isn't that extraordinary, Liz? Rodney's roses were covered in green fly and ours weren't.
Good old Neville. First to the social rescue again. You really are a twin.
Anything to do with it.
I'm dreadfully sorry, Jerry. I would have done anything to spare you this humiliation.
Oh, I think anybody, considering how you and I have behaved today, might think it was your humiliation, not mine.
Look, all this is entirely because of me and because of my past history and because of how I see my role as a woman.
Ah. Aha.
Well, all right. Ah-ha-ha away. Jerry, I suddenly realised that I don't want to be a politician's wife.
I don't like him anyway.
I mean, your brother said that...
What did my brother say? Why I let him give you away, I cannot imagine. Where is he?
Well, I wanted to face you on my own. You see, we were driving along. We were more than halfway there. And I said, I can't go through with it, Nigel. So he took me for a drink.
He didn't even try to persuade you? The bastard.
Oh, he did. But it was no use. I had 4 large gins at the 3 Tons, where my appearance caused rather a sensation. Pool players stopped in mid-clunk. Nigel, I said, I've played second fiddle too long. I don't want to be an appendage. I don't want to be a smile on his manifesto.
Did you sleep with Nigel?
And what did he say, my wonderful brother?
I can't tell you.
Oh, Rita, you must.
Oh, Lord, he said, Rita, he'll never be elected. It'll just be one humiliating campaign and then good night, Hindhead.
The bastard.
But I said I didn't believe that. I mean, you're intelligent, good-looking, energetic. Apart from an unfortunate tendency towards niceness and honesty, you have all the qualities a politician needs. But you see, Jerry, when it came to the crunch, I realized that I don't love you enough to give up my career.
What career?
Precisely. I must do something soon. I mean, I don't love you enough to fill my garden with Bulgarian wine, Lime's rolled cheese, and hordes of frantically argumentative moderates. I realize that I have to release you before I trap you.
Could have done that before the wedding day.
I'm so very, very sorry. And really, dear, dear Jerry, there's nothing more to be said. And, oh, Lord, I'd better explain to them before I cry. Ladies and gentlemen.
She only had 4 large gins. And the champagne.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Was she so drunk?
I want to apologise to you all for ruining this dreadful day. I mean, for ruining this wonderful day that it would have been if I hadn't ruined it. Ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else, what I've done today is because of being a woman and because of the unhappiness of my first marriage.
Oh, terrific. I'm having a wonderful day.
Shut up, Ted.
Yes, shut up, Ted.
No, shut up, Jerry. Leave this to me. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry has been very good to me. The best and most generous lover I've ever had.
Oh, tremendous.
Shut up, Ted.
Shut up, Ted.
Yes, shut up, Ted.
Starved of true love as I have been for most of my life. Shut up, Ted. I mistook my gratitude, my freedom, for love. I thought I wanted to marry Jerry, but I realized that I don't want to be a manifesto, and I don't want to end up as a smile on his appendage.
She's drunk.
Yes, and it takes one to know one. I am a bit drunk, because I had 3 large Tons at the 4 gins and tonic. Oh, no. No. Coffee, please. Black. For a black day. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry will meet a fine woman who will love him as I can't. And you will all forget this day. Please. And I'm so sorry.
Are you ready, Liz? I'm expecting it with Liz.
I'm all right now. Suddenly I'm all right. I feel very small and
Do you want to stay there?
cold, but very sober.
Hardly sober.
Thank you.
How lovely she would have looked. How magnificent her dress would have been.
Still is.
You know what I mean. Sad to see her drunk, though.
It's always sad when somebody you like and admire lets themselves down in public. More grape juice.
Please.
But I guess going to be back on the booze in the next episode.
Where's Paul?
I'm going to reverse
He
it.
refused to come. Oh, good for him.
Oh, terrific. I face up to the total embarrassment of the occasion because I love you and Paul gets praised for copping out.
Elvis, your mother's got enough problems without you getting in a temper.
Carol, I am not getting in a temper.
No, I know. seen your tempers. Like when I put tomato puree in the coq au vin.
Carol!
I don't suppose your hero, Jean-Paul Sartre, ever lost his temper because Simone de Beauvoir put tomato puree in the coq au vin.
That's the whole point. Simone de Beauvoir would never have put tomato puree in the coq au vin.
Elvis, 3/4 of the world are starving.
I know, and I deplore it, but I failed to see any logical link between that and putting tomato puree in coq au vin.
This is ridiculous. We've got more urgent things to talk about.
No, I don't think I can take any more talk about the urgent things. Let's talk about tomato puree.
In the coq au vin.
Nobody's got anything to say about tomato puree, it seems.
Hello?
Hello, Simon. Sorry to ruin your day.
Oh, not at all.
His day?
It's been a terrific... Well, no, not a terrific. Not at all terrific, of course. But apart from not being terrific, it's been, well...
Terrific?
Well, yes. Yes, it has.
Has he met somebody?
A flaw in your logic.
What?
You said you faced up to the total embarrassment of the occasion. But you didn't know it was going to be embarrassing when you faced it.
I was talking about the embarrassment of Mum marrying Jerry, not the embarrassment of her not marrying him.
I can't seem to do anything right these days.
Settle for celibacy, Carol.
Is he going to get off of
I
him?
have, and it's terrific. I mean, look at all the chaos the sexual urges get people into.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, Lord, oh, no, Rita, I wasn't meaning you.
Celibacy includes yourself as well. Not
no,
doing
Carol,
that.
Don't leave. I've got this feeling that if I'm left on my own, Ted will loom up, and I can't face that yet.
Isn't it?
Right. Is it wrong to put tomato puree in coq au vin?
Well, I wouldn't know. Ted never let me cook anything foreign.
Ah,
Chicken and wine.
it's our card. We open next month. Our cuisine is basically a marriage between the bountifulness of Yorkshire hospitality and the flair and je ne sais quoi of cuisine nouvelle.
Who's your chef?
Yeah, well, that's a slight snag at the moment. Anyway, if you'd like to present one of these during our first week, it'll entitle you to a free half carafe of house wine.
Thank you. Oh, very generous.
Excuse me.
I must speak to Rita.
Neville!
She looks rather trapped with Carol, who has no conversation, poor girl. She'll be feeling awful, Liz.
No, I mean, she's found a day an ordeal. I hadn't realised.
Don't
In Rita's
leave her
case, I
alone,
feel it's my
Neville.
particular duty to talk to her. I suspect she once carried a bit of a torch for me.
Good God, Neville. I'd have thought that was a particular reason for not talking to her.
I'm going
She
to
can't
talk.
talk.
Liz. By all means, come to if you feel like it.
I used tomato puree in moussaka.
Oh.
Probably that's wrong too. Probably I'm dead ignorant.
I'm sure you're a very good little cook.
No. Elvis says he'll have to do all the cooking when we give media dinner parties.
Media dinner parties? My son, philosopher, rebel and slob, is going to give media dinner party. Oh, Carol.
Hello. All shipshape and Bristol fashion.
Absolutely. Carol and I have just been having a fascinating little chat about tomato puree.
Jolly good. Rita, I'd like to say that whatever you may think, and whatever you may think anybody else thinks, and I think if you knew what they were thinking, you might find that they aren't thinking what you think they're thinking. I think, in fact, I know, I have never admired you as much as today.
Yeah, what does that say about anything? About their past?
Excuse me.
Oh.
You've been avoiding me.
No. Can I just wanted to say that meeting you today has been very, very exciting for me. I mean, I feel...
Aflame with desire?
It's true, lightning does strike twice in the same place twice.
What?
Nothing. I'd love to be alone with you, Corinna. I can't wait for
Yep.
Tuesdays. Will be Tuesdays. That's special Tuesdays every Tuesdays, and Sundays, like most days, will be roast days. Oh, I thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Sandra. Thank
Wait
you,
to get one.
Sandra.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm off now. I'd just like to apologize for the way the day has turned out, and to thank you all for coming, and for all the presents, which were just what we... would have wanted. And will be returned. I'm off to Capri now. I had rather hoped my bride would be with me, as I understand this is customary on these occasions.
He didn't sleep with Liz then. I thought we were going to.
I'm going anyway. It's all paid for, and I deplore waste of every kind. Says so in my bloody manifesto, so it must be true.
You got Caroline Wheatley, or Kavin, or Kavina, or whatever the name is in this?
Feel up to facing everybody.
Oh, yes. I don't think I shall run away now. And thank you, Liz. Well,
Yes.
what a mess.
Yes.
Liz is the third wheel now.
Oh, well. So how did you feel, Ted? Sad? Happy? Triumphant?
Really, Rita.
Relieved, I would have said.
I mean, really. You know, I felt embarrassed, Rita, for you, for Jerry, for me.
For you?
Yes. Well, Rita made some rather nasty insinuations about my prowess as a lover.
Ted, not now.
All right, subject closed. I know now's not the time nor the place. Well, I mean, it was, though, wasn't it? A bit below the belt. As it were.
No, Ted, it was not below the belt. I was referring to your emotional commitment, not your physical prowess. You're all right in that department.
Yeah, not what you were saying in the other
Some people in this room
episode.
who could second that, I'm sure.
I really must go and,
Chief Neville's all right?
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
We have to get a few things straight, Ted. My not marrying Jerry hasn't anything to do with any feelings for you. I'm not coming back to you ever.
No, I know. I've reconciled myself to that.
So I see.
You what?
That rather striking woman who just passed.
Do you notice everything?
I am a woman.
I wonder if that helped her get the role of
Now, here you are, worrying about your sexual
Caroline.
prowess, and you're surrounded by your conquests.
Oh, don't exaggerate, Rita.
Me, Liz, that striking woman, the waitress.
She's not a conquest.
The waitress you're living with, the one you're so busy trying to keep a secret that everybody knows about her.
You mean that you... Oh, heck.
I even saw Doreen from the Frimley Building Society going into the other bar. All we need now is that blonde Swedish nymphomaniac and Big Bertha from Nuremberg, and we'd have the full set. Ted and his women.
Rita, why rake over cold ashes? Eh? Why spoon up dead custard? Eh? The past is dead. It's dead. How is Doreen? I mean, you know, how's she looking?
Well, here we are. Almost like... Well, no, not very much like old times.
No, not very.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Elvis. I heard your sports bulletin yesterday. Very pithy.
Oh, thank you, Liz. I aimed for pith.
Then you succeeded.
Hello? Everybody gathered? Almost like... No, not really at all like old times.
No.
Well, I'm very grateful to you all for rallying round, but I think it's about time I faced the massed ranks of Jerry's friends and relations now.
Is there really any point?
I still miss
you explained
Lawrence.
to them already. Can you add anything?
Perhaps not. Perhaps we better all go home.
I really wanted him and Rita
When
together.
I tell Paul, he's going to be so sick he missed it. Oh, Lord, I shouldn't have said that. Not today. Oh, Lord, I don't want to cry.
Don't cry. Please, nobody cry. Because once I start... Do you know one of the reasons why I couldn't marry Jerry? It'll probably sound ever so silly, but he never had any doubts. He always thought he was right about everything. Now, I doubt whether I could live with anybody who never had any doubts.
I don't understand.
I do. I do, Elvis.
I never said a word.
I have doubts. Tremendous doubts. I'm constantly testing my beliefs against my doubts. And I don't intend to hide that, even from the selection committee.
No, I don't see why you should... Selection committee? What selection committee?
I'm thinking of entering politics myself. I mean, in a very minor way. I'm putting myself up as Labour candidate for the Brackley Ward Council by-election.
Great. No, really, that's fantastic. Great.
What made you think this?
Politics?
Thank you, Ted.
I shall have to preserve the full impartiality of my reports, Mum.
Of course you will. I'd have expected nothing less from you.
Labour?
Have you discovered nothing at all about my beliefs, Neville?
I'm sorry.
Do you told me?
If they'll have me after this. Oh, God. Oh, I'm sorry.
All right.
I just
All right.
feel awful.
It's all right. There you
Oh.
go. There you go.
Oh. You know, when I first got here and I had to face Jerry and everybody, I didn't feel as bad as I expected. Perhaps the drama of it keyed me up. But now, when it's over, and when I wake up in the nights to come, in the months to come, and I say to myself, no, it wasn't a nightmare. I, Rita Simcock, did this dreadful thing. Will I ever feel able to smile again? Will I ever feel able to laugh again?
Hello.
Hello.
Well, all gathered together. Almost like... No, not really very much like.
No, not very. Not really.
Well, what are you two busy bees up to these days?
We're opening a health food complex.
Laugh, Rita.
Whole food vegetarian restaurant.
What's so funny? Well, because we went straight from chicken to that. Well, at least it gave her a smile on her face, I suppose. More of a drama episode, that one. Not as many laughs. I did honestly think that Jenny and Liz were going to sleep together upstairs. Is she going to be with Neville throughout this entire series now? Because she was swapping men all over the place in the first one. I did like that, and it was brilliant to see Diana Weston in this. I love her in The Upper Hand. Good job, because she's the main part of it. But I'm going to guess this... I know I've seen her in Cannon Ball, but she had a background role there. Basically, she had that one or two lines. But yes, it was very good to see her in this. I do hope she's back again and Ted and her get together. By the looks of it, it looks like Ted and Rita's not going to get back together. I still want to see Liz lonely after everything she's done. Sign out. So an enjoyable episode if you didn't come here for the laughs. It was more of an uncomfortable episode. I didn't think she was going to jilt him. I honestly thought something happened. Like, even if it were just nerves, something happened. I thought you were going to say she slept with her brother. I honestly did. But there weren't so many revelations in there. At least no one died off screen between series, thankfully. They've got a habit of doing that. I don't like it. I still would have much preferred this as a series of specials that went together with a certain show. Whatever show they made, and they made these specials. I would have preferred that so we know what's going off screen, instead of people mentioning things that have happened. I've completely forgot that they let all the chickens out. I suppose that would have made them bankrupt if they didn't go into another business. I don't want Ted to stay with this bit of strumpet either. They're not well suited whatsoever. She's very jealous. But I am enjoying the show. I'm still enjoying it very much. No shocks like the first two episodes. I hope we do get some shocks back. No Paul. I was surprised there were no Paul. They normally come in every episode, but I'm glad that Neville's nephew weren't in it. I didn't like Neville's nephew. Maybe he'll come in and give, what's his name, the blonde guy who's gone celibate, a punch on the nose at some point. But yes, if you're enjoying it, could you please ask for a subscribe on YouTube or a follow on Daily Motion? I would really appreciate it. Or both, I'd appreciate that too. If you have already, thank you ever so much. I love you lots for doing so, I honestly do. You're helping me out, you're helping the channel out, you're helping my mental health out, you honestly are. My Patreon members will get exclusive shows which will be up on screen right now, because I cannot remember them whatsoever. I honestly can't. I remember some and then I get stuck on a few, but they get 8 per month right now, going up to 12 per month later this year. And I'm also thinking of doing a extra day for long running shows that have many series, Murder She Wrote, Dallas, stuff like that for Patreon members. And then there's 2 Patreon choice days and a commission day as well if people commission shows. They also get early access to ad-free and uncensored shows as well. So no bleeps, no blurs, nothing like that. Everything will be uncensored apart from the very early shows that I have lost the files to, that I cannot replace now, because it is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots no matter what tier you are. So with that, I shall sign out now and move on to the next one and hope to see you there. Goodbye.